agree and let's be realistic on our side. Most of us who went to the business, we just came from the point that either you finish the Form 4 or you are dropout or you are on your retirement or you are introduced by your cousin and then you started the business. But the aspect of how the business is done, nobody taught.
And because of lack of employment,
Yes.
many people opt to go for business.
Yes.
I remember some years back, many years back, when I did my first investment in a certain business. I had done business in high school and in college and everywhere. But there is a basic knowledge that people should know. And I found myself opening a business, how do I say, maybe even without a working capital.
Yes.
And it was disastrous to me.
Yes.
I didn't know, as you're saying today, most mistakes people do is lack of what?
Financial literacy.
Or knowledge. I didn't have that knowledge of opening a business. It was my first business. I didn't know how to go about it. I casually opened that business. And instead of that business helping me to come out of financial cage, I found myself sinking into serious distress and depression, especially financial depression. Why? Number one, for lack of knowledge. Number two, there was nobody who came around and teach us as small business people on how to invest, how to manage your business, how to manage your clients, all those things, which are very key to every business person. There are many people who are closing their businesses, mchungaji, not because they don't know how to operate a business. Wanakosa tu ile kisomo kidogo.
And you find them suffering. A lot. Yes. And finally, they said business is not good. I was just listening to you and I was, this is what was coming in my mind. Also comparing with myself, the architecture of how God created us. There is those who are supposed to be in the business and there is those who are supposed to be employed. Because if you look at yourself, in the case of the employment, you are doing well. But because that's the architecture. Although now the economy, how it is, it does not allow everyone to be absorbed, to be employed. So you find yourself, because you have to manage your life with all the basic needs you got for the business.
I can imagine someone who is in business and he is in the wrong area, according to God's plan. You are going to find yourself in great trouble.
You really. I am one of those people who suffered there because I was doing the wrong things. My architecture. You see, most of the people like myself, we don't have a big heart to absorb the shock of the failures of the business when they are not doing very well. But there is the people that is not a problem.
They know how to maneuver.
They will maneuver comfortably as if there is any big issue which is going on. So lack of the knowledge. So, but we have agreed it's for each and every one according to what the Bible says. I believe that should be Proverbs 25, where it says, by the wisdom, seek for the knowledge. It's now for you, each and everyone that is doing the business, you must seek the knowledge because the knowledge is available.
As you continue, to fill this gap, personally, I feel to appreciate many people who have come out. There are many people who are experienced in these areas of investment. And they know we're having this gap of lack of financial literacy or lack of business knowledge skills. They have come up with teachings online, teaching people on this area that we are talking about. And there are very many. And they are really, sometimes I follow them, and they're really helping people in a big way. I saw one guy who is also telling people, if you have your 50,000 shillings, let's meet on Wednesday from this time and this time. We see how you can use your 50,000 shillings to invest in that money. And they are really helping a lot of people.
And so many people, you are finding themselves, at least they are still coming out. And they are now starting to fight their financial freedom. I also want to appreciate them, especially also those who speak more and teach more about debt management.
Yes, debt management.
I remember last year it was one of the areas that we were struggling to handle here on this show. But you find many people, when they are listening and following those people, they are given the tips on how to manage the debts. And because the main purpose is to have the financial freedom.
Exactly.
And then from there, you can enjoy the financial life that God has given you as a prosperity. Yes.
All right.
So number two, we are the common mistake when you go to do the investment among these. It is emotion or trade-driven decisions. Emotions. I remember, if you allow me to mention this one, there is an app that was started last month. That should be last month. Yes, it's called the ZD Traders. And then the people were allowed to trade direct to Nairobi Stock Exchange. You know what happened the day it was launched? It was said that Nairobi Stock Exchange, it has never shoot like that because the millions of the money that was invested there, it was a lot. But now later, you start finding the people are crying. Because now it is as if there is an opening that has come and you needed to invest, but you don't know. You always hear this shared as well, the Safaricom, the Equity, this one ABSA, and then you are just investing by what you hear many people speak. It's an emotional driven decision. So we need to have the rational understanding.
Maybe in the local language you can say you're being driven by the blow of wind.
Yes.
Unavutwa na upepo wa investment.
When you don't have the market analysis and the market facts about it, the market intelligence of what is happening.
This reminds me of some years back when there was an investment on, it was called Pyramid Scheme or something.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
Whereby everybody was moving towards that investment that you can be able to make riches overnight.
Yes.
And many people lost their money.
Very
true. Mpaka wanakopa kwa bank.
Yes.
You see? Hiyo ndio nasema, yani emotions and also following the wind.
Yes.
There was another investment which came like 5 years ago or something.
Yes.
Rearing birds called quails. Is it quails? Ama mchungaji ulikuwa umeweka hiyo. Hiyo nayo ilituzumbua. Kienda kwa kila mtu nimeweka quails. Kienda kila mtu kwa plot niko na quails. And everybody was rearing those birds.
Yes.
Sisi wote pamoja at the same time.
Yes.
And then you see, you are being told these birds, sijui what, ziko na market, zinaponyesha magonjwa sijui 30, ukikula hii, sijui nini. And we find ourselves, everybody akona quails, kama 30, 50.
Yes.
Imefika wakati wa kuuza, we are all flooding the market. We end up eating all of them.
Because it was an emotional driven decisions. There is also another country, I can't remember the exact country. This is what happened. There were so many snakes. And the government realized and was asking, how should we finish these snakes because they are eating the people and we are having a lot of cost. So, and then the government has said, whoever kills a snake and bring it will be paid.
Why?
So all the people realize it is doing very well because if you kill a snake, you are being paid. So what the people realized about it? Because if you finish killing all these snakes, you'll not be in the business. So they started rearing the snakes.
Rearing the snakes?
Yes. So that when it grow, you kill it, you take it, and you are paid. Then the government realized, then it stopped. Paying for the killing of the snakes. So every family now had so many snakes.
Again.
So it's an emotional driven decision. So the other one is offer diversification without structure. So how is your structures? Love or love diversification. And then the next one is...
I wish you could explain that point of the structure of diversification.
Diversification.
What do you mean by that?
Overstretching yourself so much. So what do I mean? This is what I mean. You go to Nairobi Stock Exchange, you buy a few shares there. You go to the market, you buy you invest very little. You go to the boards, 50,000. Then you, for the special funds, you go there, you invest another ones. But now they lack the enough structures. Why don't you invest on 3?
Yes.
And you invest in a better way.
I can see.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now we can come here and we talk about, there is the real estate investment, where we were talking about the A rights and the D rights, and then you hear is a good idea. As you are retro money, you put it there. But it's not enough. So even the returns will be very minimal.
Okay.
Yes. So the other one is, before even I leave that one, it's where you find so many people with so many chamas.
Yes.
Yes. Like even they are struggling to raise the funds of those chamas. Yes.
That is true.
Yes. Why don't you have few that you are able to manage?
Don't overstretch yourself.
Yes. So the other one is lack of patience and discipline. Lack of patience and discipline. And this one I'll give a very good example with the KPC IPO, the ones which we did. And the people had a lot of expectations that it is going to shoot. So I had a friend of mine who invested that because now there is the app that he can keep on checking. So every day he was checking, and every evening or in the morning he was calling me, Pastor, what is happening? I've seen my money as if it has been reduced. But you know, these are market behaviors. They are keeping on frustrating. So you have invested, but you don't have the patience. You want an overnight leashes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the last, but not the least, is ignoring the risk exposure. It's where you ignore the risk exposure, just like the ones you have given to us about the pyramids and the squirrels. You are not able to do the due diligence to understand what is the risk on this.
Yeah.
Yes, but because there is an emotion driven that you just invest. Yes.
Maybe